Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hungary for round 11 of ERC Managers Hungaro Ring. Been commentating at this track for the last couple of weeks for different leagues. Nice little track. 4.381 kilometres a lap, which is 2.722 miles. First held in 1936. It's been held 40 times since. 70 laps, 100% race, and McLaren leading the constructors with 12 wins, and Lewis Hamilton has got most wins as a driver with 8. I think we've got 18 on the grid tonight. I'll just check over. And for Q1, we've got all the drivers there on your left-hand side of the screen. Just one driver on the mediums, the rest on the softs. That's Pasteleo on the mediums and everybody else on the softs. I'll just check off your drivers on that screen, and while I'm doing this, you can watch the first Ferrari out on track, which is young Pivot in the Ferrari, and currently 11th place in the Drivers' Championship. I'll go through your Drivers' Championship, all your drivers and teams, and your Constructors' Championship up to date in a few minutes. We'll just follow Pivot on his first lap. He's on his out lap at the moment, building up speed and warming his tyres, ready for his first run in Q1. There he goes, pedal to the metal, ERS wide open, and away he goes into turn 1. There's a DRS zone. Oh, and there's pivoting at turn 1, and he'll pull over and he will let the Haas, I think that's King, Why is my Spectrum on mini-map? Actually, it's XRT inside. We're on board with inside now. It's coming around turn 5 onto turn 6 and 7, which is a chicane. Turn 9 onto turn 10 here. Turn 11, pick up another DRS zone there. Well, it's sector 2 and sector 2. Want a DRS zone. Oh, Michael. Around turn 13, which is a penultimate corner. Last corner, and inside is going set the standard. That's your first one to set a lap, and it is a 1:17.0 for inside. I think there's an Aston Martin. Yep, that's Stuka Boy with a 1:16.667. And there's a Red Bull of some description coming around end of sector 2. And that is Gary Bluntblade in the Cash App Racing Bulls. He's on an out lap. And we'll stay on board with Gary. So I'm still trying to catch up on my drivers on my list, on who's on the lap list on the left hand side of the screen. So stick away inside, and Kenny's Ghost just goes 1:16.2. Miss Kenny, I'm sorry mate. See if there is anybody closer to a lap. Got Ferrari there of Pivot at 1:16.3 for Pivot. That's the P2. There's a Haas, I think that's the inside going in the pits, and the Aston Martin of Stuka Boy also following the pits. But we're back on board with Gary Bluntblade. 1:16.2 is your fastest lap. Here comes Gary with a 1:15.7. P1 for Gary. Gary's Ghost going in the pits. Pasteleo on that lap. He'll be going on the fast lap now. We've got Sauber coming around. That's Rank Breeze. Who's invalidated, unfortunately. We've got Ferrari a pivot. He'll be on his in lap. And then we have got here Lodrique, who is on an out lap. There's Gary then on his in lap. And then we've got Pasteleo on a fast lap. We'll stay on board with Pasteleo. Ooh, and a spin from Pasteleo. So then, who are we on with now? The Sauber that we looked at before, which was Rank. We'll stay on the board with Rank. Oh, and Rank spun. There's a few making little mistakes there at turn 9 into turn 10. Lodrique still yet to set time in the Williams. Going around turn 12 into 13. Out wide to turn in sharpish at the final corner. And it's a 1:18.7 for Lodrique. Rank going in the pits. We've got Mercedes. Oh, Master Bear on an out lap. There's Lodrique. Is he going again? He could be going again, you know. He's lost it back in there going around turn 3. The chicane on turn 6 and 7. Purple sector 2. Oh, and he's gone off track. He's not invalidated though, but he's lost a lot of time. Unfortunately, that for Lodrique, who goes in the pits. Mercedes, that is Captain Morgan Ovid on an out lap. And Waldo, the championship leader, on an out lap. So Master Bear then, purple sector 1, going into the chicane at turn 6 and 7. Going into turn 13 and 14, which is your final corner. $1:15.7 to beat, and it's a 1:14.5, and nearly, well, over a second quicker than Gary's previous fastest lap. Pasteleo on an out lap. Rank on an out lap. I've got Mercedes Captain Morgan, I think, next. Yep, Captain Morgan. No beard coming down into turn 11. Purple sector 2 lit up there. as he went past the checkpoint. Final corner. Going to be a 1:15, 1:59 for Captain Morgan. That's P2. Who's that just gone over the line? That's Waldo. P4 with 1:16.093. And MK7H on a fast lap now. Let's see if there's anybody else on the track before him. Master Bear on an in lap. Pasteleo on a fast lap. We'll stay on board with the Williams at Pasteleo. Currently not set a time in Q1. Some lap that from Master Bear, must say. Pasteleo coming into turn 13. Final corner. Pedal to the metal. And that's a 1:17.6 for Pasteleo. Oh, quick stone to the Sauber of Pivot. Rank, sorry. P6 for rank. 1:16.2. I've got Red Bull Cash App of MK7H going to the final corner. Looks to be a reasonable time, and it's a 1:15.7 P3 for MK7H. And that's the Captain Morgan. No, it isn't. Waldo Alpine, who's currently P5. Alpine's P4 and 5 and 6, and the Cash App Red Bulls, Gary and MK7H, second and third. Pasteleo says he's still on the knot lap. We'll come to a checkpoint here just after turn 11. We'll see where he is. He is up a 10th and a half. Just over a second quicker than teammate Lodrique, but he's coming into the final corner now. It's going to be a 1:17.2. It's a quicker time, but doesn't move from 11th. We've got Jelly on an outlap. House of King on an outlap. MK7H going in the pits. We've got another Red Bull of some description coming around, just gone through the chicane, and that's EXO on an outlap. Pasteleo on an in lap, and we've got a Ferrari of Jelly on a fast lap. Purple's sector 1 does Jelly. Cracking result last week for the Ferrari driver. Into the chicane. Good grip on the Ferrari tonight. Sideways afterwards, a drift around turn 11 for Jelly's Purple sector 2 as well. This is a good lap from the Ferrari man. Keeps it inside the white lines, and it's a 1:15.3. It's 8/10 behind current fastest lap Master Bear, but a good lap there from Jelly in the Ferrari. Here comes King. He's made a mistake somewhere as King. He's a lot quicker than that. As Captain Morgan retires from the session. Confident that he will be in the top 15, as we will lose 2 drivers. We've got 3 drivers yet to put time on the board. Here's one of them, EXO, coming into the final corner. Say 1:16, early 17, and it's a 1:15.4. Cracking the final couple of corners for EXO. That's P3 for the Red Bull. Good lap there from nephew EXO. inside on an out lap, followed by King, who's on a hot lap past Leo, has retired from the session. Bit closer than me, that is. MK7H should be safe. But here comes King into the final corner. Another good time here from the Haas man. 1:15, 1:15.8, P6 for King. Better lap than his previous one, where he must have made a mistake. There's Exo on his in lap, and then the two asses of King inside is actually on a fast lap, and I think he's done well to keep it from invalidating. Lock up on the right hand side front wheel. Into turn 12, 13. Yeah, I think he'll beat his 117 inside here. I really do. It's going to be a 116, 117.0. That's P13 4 inside. King going in the pits. Kenny's Ghost on an out lap. As Exo retires from session. Scar and Rookie yet to put a time on the board. Kenny enters the pits. Currently P9 is Kenny. There's 19 seconds left. That's it then. That's it. We're going to lose Scar and Rookie. That's Q1 over and done with. Yeah, Scar and Rookie go out on Q1. So on to Q2. So driving tonight for round 11 in the Red Bulls, we've got Exo and Rookie. In the McLaren, we've just got lone driver with Scar on his own, and then Ferrari's got Pivot and Jelly. Aston Martin, again, just a lone driver in Stukaboy, and Mercedes and Master. Hang on, sorry about that. Master Bear and Captain Morgan. Racing Bull Cash App is Gary Buntblade and MK7 in the Alpine Waldo and Kenny's Ghost. Williams, Pasteleo and Lord Rike in the Haas, King and XRT inside. And then the Sauber rank is on his own. So we have lost Rookie and Scar from Q2. For those of you in the stream, we'll just have a look at the football result scores at the moment in the Champions League. RB Leipzig beat Sporting 2-1 and Shakhtar Donetsk beat Brest 2-1. Arsenal currently leading Dynamo Zagreb. Goal scored by Declan Rice after 2 minutes. And we've got Celtic 0-0 against Young Boys. Feyenoord leading Bayern Munich by 1-0. Santiago Gimenez scored the Feyenoord goal. And then Sparta Prague 0, International 1. Lautaro and Martinez scores for Inter. All the other ties are 0-0. We'll go on board with okay. Kenny is on an outlap. There he is. Gary Bluntblade has invalidated his hot lap. Ferrari of Pivot is just going around turn 9 as we speak. His first fast lap. Pivot is a 1:16.8. Stuka Boy was leading with a 1:16.4, but Jelly has gone top with a 1:15.573. Waldo 1:26. He's made a mistake somewhere as Waldo. We've got Kenny's Ghost Purple Sector 2 as Kenny in the Alpine. Comes in on the 5. Oh, he hasn't. He's gone past. That's 1:59. Sorry, Kenny, I missed that. I'm trying to do some little jobs to catch up. Pasleo starts his fast lap. We've got Ferrari's Pivot going in the pits. Aston Martin of Stuka Boy going in the pits. And they've got a Haas of XRT inside also going in the pits. Got Purple Sector 2 for Waldo, who recorded a 1:26 that first stint. Around the final corner now, this is going to be a lot better than the 1:26. It is at 1:15.5 for Waldo, currently fastest in Q2. There goes Jelly in the pits. Kenny's Ghost, he will be going in the pits too after setting the third fastest lap at the moment. Pasleo's invalidated his hot lap. Gary Bluntblade on an out lap. Pasleo's going in the pits. We'll go on board with Gary. I think he's going to be the next one for a fast lap. Currently on an out lap, but was giving me time to have a little look at these little jobs that I need to do before I can start commentating on the race. I've got a few little bits and bobs I need to do, so we'll go on board with Gary, who's just coming to complete his out lap. Up into turn 1 goes Gary. Going to complete sector 1. 27-1 for Gary. Just coming into turn 5. Into the penultimate corner is Gary. Now the final corner. This looks a good time from the Cash App Racing Bull car. And it's a 1:15. 8p3 for Gary. Nice lap there from the Cash App. Captain Morgan on an out lap. And we've got MK7H. Currently purple sector 2. And this could be a good lap as well from the Racing Bull Cash App teammate of Gary's just gone third. It's a 1:14.8 P1 for MK7H. Cracking lap there from the Cash Apps. Especially on an out lap, they've got the Haas. Ooh, missed him. Oh, go on. Where's that? King. 1:23, he'll have to go again. Not very good lap for King, that. It's faster than that is our King. XRT inside of 1:16.0 is P7. As Mr. Bear goes 1:14.7 to go P1 in Q2. Gary Buntblade on an in lap as his. No, it isn't. Captain Morgan in the Mercedes. It's purple sector 2. Into the final corner. Captain Morgan on with a 1:15.7. That's P5 for the other Mercedes driver. Master Bear currently P1. Pasleo yet to set a time in Q2. Followed by the Haas of King, I think it is. Pasleo 1:16.5 and then King with a 1:15.651. EXO on a fast lap. And I think EXO will be the car we'll focus on because he is the only car on a fast lap at the moment. Here comes the Red Bull man now. As the Haas of, I think it was King pulls over. Coming into turn 11 and 12. Final corner for EXO. And we've got a bit in the chat. There's EXO in P3. I'll join the chat in a minute. And that, 4 minutes left in Q2. Pasleo has retired from the session. So we're just waiting now with 4 minutes to go. I shall start reading a little bit of the chat. Good evening, oh young rookie. Expect a good haul of points from Ferrari tonight. Yeah, Pivot and Jelly. Definitely on song. Mercedes 2. I'm very well, thank you, rookie mate. I am now. I am looking at chat. Yes, rookie, Papa is here. Oh, Papa, can you hear me? Won't you come out and play? I'll play with you anytime. Hola, Papa, hola, Papa. What job's you doing? And I can't tell you. They were secret. I'm sorry. Hi, Sophie. Hello, hello. Hope you're well. Why didn't Phil set a time? Please tell me. I'm doing little jobs like the Constructors Championship. I've got things ready in place now to put before the public, before the race starts. So, being as you're being nosy, rookie, I'll tell you. Right then, what cars are out on track now? We've got an Aston Martin of Stuka Boy on and out lap. As Master Bear, Axel King, Captain Morgan and Pasleo have retired from Q2. Fair enough, Sophie. I actually thought that's what had happened because I did see on Discord that he was running home. So yeah, I thought he would have done, Sophie. Good on you. You're up at 3:30. Oh my God. Rather you than me. Stuka Boy 1:16.4 is his fastest lap. And we'll get a split in a minute. Another couple of corners and we'll get that split to 4 Stuka Boy. Don't envy you at all getting up at 3:30. Why are you a milk woman? Did you deliver milk? So Stuka Boy up to 10th on his first hot lap. Coming into the chicane at turns 6 and 7. Just over a minute left of Q2. Oh, there's quite a few cars on track now. So Stuka Boy, this is his final attempt, I should say, for Q1 qualification. He's currently in P11 with a 1:16.4, and I think he'll beat that. It's a 1:15.7. P8 for Stuka Boy. Stuka, not snooker, Stuka. Passive inside with a 1:15.9. That's P10. He's on the bubble. Is XRT inside. Hoping then below him don't go any quicker. Here's Jelly. He's safe in P5 is our Jelly. Kenny's Ghost on a out lap, on a fast lap now. Pivot also on a hot lap. And we've got the Sauber of Rank, who is in P15 at the moment, but is invalidated. But he'll be going again. Currently yet to set a time. Him and Lord Enrique. There's Fine Waldo on an out lap. Currently P4 for Waldo. I think he'll be safe there, but he's going out again. Gary Bluntblade, 700s up on his P9 time at the moment, 1:15.8. Could do with a couple of tenths off that to be safe. As that's it now for Q2. All cars that are on track now. It's their last attempt. Here comes Gary with a 1:15.6. That's P6 for Gary. You'll feel a lot better for that. Stuka Boy, currently P9. He's not going to beat that. He's made a mistake somewhere, Stuka Boy. And we've got Haas of Inside who's going in the pits. He's on the bubble in P10. We've got Ferrari of Jelly, half a second up on his time. And that's Jelly up to P3. Followed by Kenny's Ghost with 1:15.7. That has put Inside out. And the Ferrari of Pivot 1:15.3. Got the Sauber then of Rank. Can he knock Captain Morgan out? No, his P13 is Rank. The Rank will be out of Q3. Waldo safe in P6. And Gary He's safe in P7. I think that's it. Is it? Yes, that's it. And we'll get confirmed. Yeah, I bet it does, Drain, you love. I bet it does. So here's confirmation of who we've lost in Q2. First is Stuka Boy and Aston Martin. Haas inside, XRT inside is out. Rank Prix in Sauber is out. Pasteleo in the Williams, and the other Williams of Lord Rique is out too. So Master Bear was quickest in Q2 with a 1:14.7. And there's not much really between your top four, just 2/10 of a second between them. But it should be interesting for Q3. Yeah, so yeah, I can understand that, Sophie. Yeah, it worked for you. We've got to catch a train. Oh, heck, sorry. You catch a train to work, and yeah, I bet it does drain you. Because you've got a full day's work ahead of you, and you've already been up 4 or 5 hours. So Master Bears win last week for Mercedes with teammate Captain Morgan 6th place, brought the team back into contention for the constructors. Alpine helped by Fine Waldo's P2 and increased their lead by a couple of points over 2nd place Red Bull. It's still not over in the constructors. Scar lost vital points last week on current drivers' championships leader Waldo. 16 points is the gap now between the two. Exo's 3rd place podium helped to bridge the gap to 57 points between himself and 2nd place Phil. So still all to play for. And I'll go through your constructors and drivers championships after Q3. And we're out with a Haas first. And that is Uncle King. Everybody on the softs. Yeah, I did some commentary on this Hungary track this last couple of weeks, and it's quite an exciting track for racing. There's not many places where you can overtake. Most overtakes are taken along the start-finish straight here. The DRS zone comes in. Here, and a turn 12 as well is a favourite late on the braking to get inside on turn 12. But we're on board with King now, who's going down into the first split, 26.9. Turn 4 and 5, a long right-hander into the chicane at turn 6 and 7. Nice flowing fast corners in sector 2. Split there is 53.9 for King. Comes in now to turn 12 and 13, and turn 14 will be your final corner, and King is going to set the standards in Q3 in the Haas, and it's a 1:15.4 for King. Then the racing Red Bull of Gary Blunt by the 1:15.6. That's just 2/10 behind King. Exo with a 1:15.9 goes P3. There's 5/10 between the first 3 drivers. And we've got a Fido Weldo with a 1:14.7. Pivot with a 1:15.6 in the Ferrari. And the Ferrari Jelly out on the fast lap. Captain Morgan no beard there with P3 or 1:15.3, and MK7 Itchy in the Cash App Racing Red Bull goes P2 for the time being, 1:14.898. So just 2 drivers broke the 14 1:14 second barrier in Q3. I'm sure there's going to be more. Master Bear, purple sector 2. There's another 1:14 coming up. So 1:14.0, nearly breaking the 1:13. King going in the pits, followed by Gary Bluntblade and MXO as well. And then we've got Waldo also going in the pits. Then your Ferrari of Pivot. And Jelly just behind. Slow lap from Jelly, that. He can go quicker than that, can our Jelly. Be going out on a fast lap now, I think. Yeah. ERS. And DRS all wide open. So all cars in the pits apart from Jelly and Master Bear. Master Bear's on an in lap now. A few light flashing in the centre of your screen, at the bottom of the centre of your screen. So I just think there's Jelly on a lap now. You have to set a time, as well. He's set a 1:22, but he's quicker than that. Is Jelly going into the chicane, turn 6 and 7. Just keeps it inside the white lines there as he comes down into turn 12. Hoping to join the 1:14 gangs is Jelly. I think he will. Will he? It's going to be close. It's 1:15.1. That's P4 for Jelly. Haas of King on an outlap. Jelly's fuel light flashing. MK7H also on an outlap. There's 5 3/4 minutes to go. We'll jump on board with King, who will be first of these cars to do a fast lap. He'll flip the ERS switch just after this final corner. And he's away, DRS wide open. And that battery going down to 50%. Around turn 1 into turn 2, which is a medium left-hand corner, leading into turn 3, which is a 100-degree right-hand corner into end of sector 1, and he's 600ths down on his P6 time. Around turn 5 into the chicane at 6 and 7. Rides the curve well there, King. Nice line through the chicane. Onto the slight kink here, which is turn 10, which you can take full power. Purple sector 2, and he's 2/10 up now on his original time. Could take him into P4. Around the penultimate corner into the final corner. Turn 14 for the Haas. And it's a 1:15.0 P4 for King. Cracking lap, just 500ths of a second off that 1:14 target. MK7H though, he's purple sector 2, currently in P3 in the Cash Out Racing Red Bull. Going into the final corner now. And again, this is a good time. And it's a 1:14.3. Moves him up above Finewaldo into P2. Cracking lap there from MK7H. Just 3/10 behind current pole sitter Master Bear. Fine Waldo on an out lap. King is on an in lap. Jelly on an out lap there, as is EXO. And MK7H is on an in lap. Captain Morgan on an out lap, as his teammate Master Bear. Currently on provisional pole is a Mercedes driver. As Fine Waldo starts his fast lap in the Alpine. Jelly has invalidated his out lap, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, 7H in the pits. Will he have time for another lap? I don't know. There's EXO on an out lap on his fast lap now. Captain Morgan out lap. Master Bear out lap. Fine Waldo 600ths up. Just goes off the grass. He might have lost a couple of tenths there, but will stay on board. Currently in P3 is Waldo. And he's invalidated. Time to go again though. Here's Kenny's Ghost on an out lap. Gary on an out lap. Jelly 500ths down on his P5 time. King and MK7H have retired from session. Comes Jelly into the final corner, and he's not going to beat his fastest time. That's done and gone, so we'll have to settle for at the best P5. EXO, he's down on his time as well, but he will have time for another lap. Pivot on an out lap. This will be his last attempt to better his P8 time. Captain Morgan No Beard 700ths down on his P6, 1:15.3. Around that final corner, and it's a 1:15.5. Unfortunate not to beat his fastest lap, so he's the P6 at the best. Master Bear's invalidated, but he still have time for another lap. He's just got there in time. Kenny's Ghost 8 tenths up. Currently P10. This could put him in good stead for a better position on the grid. It's just one. It's P9, but it's a quicker lap, which is what they're on there for. Here goes Gary Bluntblade in P7. Doesn't beat his 1:15.5. 2.3. Instead he gets a 1:15.5.24. Very consistent, Gary. EXO 9/10ths up on his 1:15.9. This could put EXO into the top 5, and it's a 1:14.7 P3 for young nephew EXO. Pivot P7 1:15.161. Captain Morgan on an in lap, and I think that is it. Apart from Master Bear, he's 2 seconds down on his time, but I don't think it'll matter because he is on pole with a 1:14.074. Master Bear pole again for the Mercedes driver, and that is Q3, your final qualifying over and done with. You can see that Master Bear has taken pole, another 1:14.0. Sorry about that. MK7H 3/10 slower with 1:14.7, 1:14.3. EXO's in P3 1:14.70. Waldo 1:14.78, and King with a 1:15.0. Jelly 1:15.1, pivot 1:15.161, 200ths of a second slower than his teammate Jelly. Captain Morgan No Beard 1:15.3, Gary Buntblade 1:15.5, and Kenny's Ghost in Alpine starting P10 with a 1:15.7. So there's Q3 over and done with. And we'll get confirmation of your starting positions. We have Masturbate in pole in the Mercedes 140, MK7H in the Visa Cap, Ash App Racing Bull alongside him on row 1. In row 2, we've got Exo in the Red Bull and Fine Waldo in the Alpine. Row 3, we've got King in the Haas and Jelly in the Ferrari. Row 4, we've got Pivot in the Ferrari and Captain Morgan O'Beard in the Mercedes. Gary Buntblade on row 5 along with Kenny's Ghost in the Alpine. So on to the race formation lap. I'll be back with you in a tick with your drivers and construction championships. And just going to get myself a little drink and I'll be back with you quite soon. So in the words of my fellow commentator, Casper, don't go away. Right then, your drivers' championships. Current leader is Fine Waldo on 273 points. Phil Scar 257. Exo's in P3 with 200 points. Master Bear 193. Jelly's in 5th on 146 with King on 138. Mitio, who's not here tonight, on 132 alongside Bluntblade on 132. Rank on 120. Kenny's Ghost 104. Pivot 89. Shaggy. Oh, sorry, it's not Shaggy. Stuka Boy 81. Pasteleo 73. XRT inside 72. And MK7 Itch on 68. Them are your top 15 in the Drivers' Championships. And now on to the Constructors. Led by Alpine on 377, 15 points behind are the Red Bulls on 362, and then 21 points adrift of the Bulls are Mercedes after good results last week, 341. McLaren on 303, Cash App Racing Bulls 286, Ferrari 219, Haas 206, Aston Martin 174, Williams 173, and the Sauber Boys on 43 in P10. Quick catch up on your football result scores. Champions League. Arsenal still leading 1-0. Celtic still 0-0. Feyenoord beating Bayern Munich by 2-0 now. Santiago Gimenez has scored his second goal. A penalty in 49th minute. Milan are beating Jerome. Rafael Leao, whatever his name is. And Paris Saint-Germain 0, Man City 0, Real Madrid 2, Red Bull Salzburg. That's Rodrigo with 2 goals for the Real Madrid team. Jude Bellingham there with 2 assists. And International still leading Prague by the goal to nil. Besiktas beat Athletic Club 4-1. And in the Women's League Cup, Chelsea 5, Durham 0. Manchester United Ladies 1, Manchester City 2. Brighton Hove Albion 0, Arsenal 3. And Tottenham 1, West Ham 2. That's in the Women's FA League Cup. Plymouth 0, Burnley 5, half time. Wow. Let's have a look on Discord, see what times we're going. And we're going at 9 o'clock. We've got 2 more minutes. Give me a little time to look through the chat. So cars are out on the formation lap now. Just bear with me 1 minute. I've got a message just come in. Right, on to our formation lap. We'll go through drivers' positions and their tyre choice. Well, Master Bear on pole, starting on the mediums in Mercedes. In P2, alongside him on the front row is MK7H in the Cash App Racing Bull. He's on hards. EXO also on hards in P3. And then we've got Feinwalder on mediums in the Alpine alongside EXO on row 2. King on row 3 is on hards in the Haas, as is Jelly on mediums in P6. Pivot on mediums in the Ferrari P7. Captain Morgan O'Beard hards in Mercedes P8. P9 Cash App Racing Bull ERC Blunt on hards. P10 Alpine's Kenny's Ghost on mediums. 11th is Stuka Boy and Aston Martin on mediums. Passes XRT inside in P12 is on hards. Rank in the Sauber in P13 is on hards, as it is Pasleo in the Williams in P14. Lodri K in the Williams is on mediums. And then we've got Scar on mediums in the McLaren and Rookie in the Red Bull on the hards. So on board with your pole sitter, Master Bear. All set now for 35 laps of this Hungarian. 5 lights are on, and we're on board with Master Bear onto MK7H, and there's nothing much between them. Jolly's up past King already, and MK7H has to stick behind the Mercedes in P2. EXO alongside the Cashat Bull in P3. Waldo, Captain Morgan's going down a little bit. No, it's King. King's gone down the grid a lot, and that's a yellow flag, and that'll be King, I'm sure. Waldo is in P4. Yellow flag is out as King comes back in P12. Jelly's in P5 in the Ferrari. Gary Bluntblade, let's go down to have a look at King. He's down at P14, and Rookie has had a moment as well in P70. He's got a puncher. Rookie has a puncher on the left hand side front tyre. That's bad news for the Red Bull driver. Wow. Master Bear leads them away, just coming towards the end of lap 1. We'll get the proper camera angle, and as you can see, Rookie is going to be lapped, I think. They come down the start finish straight for the first time to complete lap 1, and it's Master Bear, your race leader, followed by MK7 Hitch. We're not getting pictures of the cars there. It's MK7 Hitch, then EXO in P3 as Stuka Boy enters the pits. Now I wonder if there's been some collision between Stuka Boy, King and Rookie. I don't know. As pivots up to P9, Captain Morgan is in P10. Waldo though following the Red Bull of EXO in P4, and Jelly in P5. Gary Bluntblade up to P6 with the Sauber of Rank just behind the P7. There's a gap to Scar, who's up into P8 already from P16. What a first 2 laps for Phil, up to P8. Wow, cracking race. Racing there from McLaren, but Master Bear has over a second lead on MK7H as they're coming round into turn 11, and Rookie has made the pits before being lapped, and he's going to change to the mediums. MK7H chasing down Master Bear, who's also put a second gap between himself and EXO. Fine Waldo pushing the Red Bull along with Jelly also in contention, and we've got a couple of seconds gap to Gary Bluntblade in P6, Rank P7 with the McLaren of Scar. P8 pivot is in P9 as Waldo gets past EXO on the start finish straight, and XRT inside is your top 10. Waldo, Master Bear then from MK7H, and Master Bear has got the Red Bull of Rookie in front of him, and Rookie pulls over like the decent chap he is, and Master Bear is on his way, but only half a second separates him and MK7H now, and that gap is coming down quite severely to MK7H inside on the Mercedes. What a class move from MK7H, takes him into the lead with the overtake of the year. Master Bear's dropped down to P3 now as Fine Waldo makes his way past the Mercedes. Now where's Master Bear made a mistake? I don't know. Red Bull of EXO coming alongside, and that's EXO up to P3. Now then, what's up with Master Bear's Mercedes? MK7H though, that move on Master Bear in the chicane leaves him out on his own in P1 with Waldo in P2. In the Alpine, EXO's in P3 in the racing in the Red Bull. And there's Jelly past Master Bear into 4th. Master Bear down to 5th. Rank up to 6th, having just got past Gary Bluntblade in the Cashat Racing Bull. And we've got a little fight on between these two, and it's the Sauber of Rank leads them around turn 3. Scar still in P8, just a second and a half behind the Gary Bluntblade, and Rank is the first driver to receive a penalty. Excuse me. Inside is in P9 and Pivot is in P10. King not far behind Pivot, So Captain Morgan will be at 2.4 seconds adrift of King, but has Pasteleo, Kenny's Ghost, and Lord Rike 4 seconds behind. Stuka Boy is in P16, having pitted, and Rookie having punched it on that first lap. He's finding himself into P17, but Rookie will keep going till the end, no matter what. MK7 it's a second, 0.2 seconds in front of Waldo as they come to start lap 5. MK7XM from Waldo. Exo, Jelly, Master Bear. He's got Rank ready to pounce. There goes Rank. Master Bear's having trouble somehow. I don't know what's happened to him. Don't know. We have got a virtual safety car for some reason. Was it King? Could be Kenny. Kenny's dropped a few places, but we have a virtual safety car. Can't see any damage to any cars. We'll just make our way through. Let's get a good shot. Come on, Stuka Boy's in the pits. Can't see is there any damage to Captain Morgan's car. King is free of damage. Ooh, Kenny's Ghost has got a drive through. And Pasteleo as well. Pivot's all intact. King's all intact. Captain Morgan. Got an end plate missing. Got an end plate missing as Captain Morgan, but he's keeping going. Pasteleo's going in. Kenny's Ghost going in. Gary Bluntblade and Master Bear have gone down a couple of positions. Stuka Boy and a Rookie. So we're back racing. MK7XO has only got a 3/10 lead over Waldo in P2. These two are a second clear of the Red Bull of Exo. Jelly in P4, 4 seconds adrift. Rank just inside DRS on the Ferrari. Scar is up to P6 now. Master Bear's down to P7, so he must have some damage that we don't know about. Maybe that overtake from MK7H wasn't as clean as I first thought, but I don't know. XRT inside is in P8 with Gary Bluntblade, P9 pivot is your top 10, but has company from the House of King. As inside gets past Master Bear, he's having a torrid time. It must have been some damage caused earlier on, and we'll see if that goes to the stewards. But Rank Pre's up to P4, getting past Jelly on the start-finish straight, and Scar isn't far behind. MK7 leads championship leader Waldo by 0.3 per second. Exo's just a second and a half adrift in P3. 5 seconds now is the gap between Exo and Rank. Jelly, Scar, inside, Blunt, Master Bear, and Rank's out. What's happened to Rank? It's crashed. And that is a safety car. Rank has crashed. Sauber out. So that will be Sauber still on 43 points in the Constructors' Championships. And your first safety car comes just a lap after the first virtual safety car. I think you might see some pit action. MK7 is going in, as is Waldo. Exo stays out. No, he isn't. He's going in bits. Jelly in the pits. As is Scar. Inside, Gary Bluntblade. There's a Mercedes staying out. That's the Master Bear is staying out. Interesting. So Master Bear will be your lead car and dictating the restart. 7 lap old mediums for Master Bear. Now then, there's got to be a method behind his madness, because all the cars have pitted. Except Master Bear, Pasteleo has skipped pissing? No, skipped pitting. Kenny's Ghost has gone in. Stuka Boy is just coming to the end of sector 2. He's on 2 lap old hards. I can't see him coming in. And Rookie 5 lap old mediums needs to get through the pack as well. And I'm going to drop my dressing gown off my shoulders because I'm getting rather warm. There's Kenny's Ghost in the pits putting fresh hards on. 8 laps of 35 gone. How far is Rookie through? Shaders Master Bear has gone in the pits. Rookie has been disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. He is not going to be happy, is our Rookie. Master Bear has changed 2 hards. Rookie will pull to one side. Shame. Feel sorry for you, really do. Anyway, we will go on to position changes. And we have MK7H in P1 up 1. Fine Waldo's up 2. Exo's as he was. Inside's up 8. Jelly's up 1. Scar is up 10. Pasteleo up 7. Blunt up 1. Pivot's down 2. King's down 5, Captain Morgan down 3, Lord Rike up 3, Master Bear down 12, Kenny's Ghost down 4, and Stuka Boy down 4. Penalties. Nobody's got any penalties. They've served them all. And tyres. MK7H is on mediums, Waldo on hards. We'll just run through them, shall we? MK7H then on mediums in the Cash App Bull. Alpine's Waldo in P2 is on the hards. Exo in the Red Bull is on mediums, as is XRT inside in P4. Jelly's on the hards in P5 with Phil. Scar and safety car is in this lap. Pasteleo on P7 in the Williams is on his original 8 lap old hards. Gary Bluntblade on fresh mediums in P8. Pivot in P9 is on fresh mediums, as is King. In the Haas, Captain Morgan, no beard in the Mercedes. Williams, Lord Rike is on fresh hards, as is Master Bear in the Mercedes. Kenny's Ghost in the Alpine, and Stuka Boy is in P15 on the hards. MK7H is gone. He's gone early. He's caught Waldo out a little bit. MK7H controlling the restart and leads him out on lap 10 after your first safety car has gone in the pits. MK7H though leads them round turn 3. Waldo Scar has just been taken by Jelly. He'll have the inside line here with the McLaren. It's great driving between them two. Jelly and Scar coming into this fast. Left-hander. Oh, and that it was Jelly caught the tyre of Phil. I don't think you could blame anybody really there. Jelly has dropped down to P15. Back in front though, MK7H. Nice lead over Waldo. He's out of DRS as well. Then you've got a little bit of a fight for P2 with Waldo, EXO and XRT inside. A little bit of a gap then to Scar. A little bit more of a gap then to Pasteleo, Bluntblade, Pivot, King, Master Bear, Captain Morgan, all battling out for this P6. Led at, ooh, there's a Mercedes and that's Master Bear. Don't know what happened there. Ooh, Kenny Scopes get past Master Bear and Gary Bluntblade gets past Pasteleo on the Haas of King. Is also in on the act as well. A little bit of contact and who's that gone off track? That is King. Wow, that's your second safety car. King was hurtled from the track with a collision from somebody. I wish I could rewind and see. Oh, it was a terrible incident for King. His Jelly goes in the pits after his confrontation with Sky. He's put fresh mediums on. And goes past the safety car. Wow, King. What happened there? So there's quite a gaggle of cars. Gary Bluntblade, Pasteleo, Pivot, Captain Morgan, and then Master Bear had a scare. And I don't know what happened to King on that first corner. He catapulted out of camera shot. And MK7H. Can't see there being much pit action. Maybe Pasteleo, but no, he hasn't. He's gone through. No, I should think there'd only be perhaps this lap. If Jelly can catch maybe another 2 laps under safety car. Let's have a look. That changes then. MK7H1 up 1, Waldo up 2, EXO as he was, XRT inside up 8, Scars up 11, Blunt's up 3, Pasteleo up 7, Pivot's down 1, Captain Morgan's down 1, Kenny's as he was, Master Bear's down 10, Stuka Boy down 1, Ludwig up 2 and Jelly down 8. Jelly's gone in the pits again. And it's hard tyres for the Ferrari. I think. Yep, hard tyres for the Ferrari. That'll be another lap under the second safety car. But King was shocking. I don't know what happened, but I just saw him going across the screen. I'll look to see if anything's in Discord regarding that incident. Oh, it's his pad. Something went wrong with his pad. It's his pad that's buggered up. Have a look at your football scores again. See if there's any changes for us. Go on to MK7H and Waldo as safety car is on the lap. Leeds 2-0 up against Norwich and Portsmouth 3-1 up against Stoke in the Championship. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Bristol 1. Plymouth still 5-0 down against Burnley. And then we've got Arsenal still 1-0, Celtic still 0-0. Young Boys Feyenoord still 2-0 up against Bayern. Milan still 1-up against Girona, and it's 2-2 with Paris Saint-Germain and City. Dembele and Bradley Barcola have scored for Paris Saint-Germain and Jack Grealish and Erling Haaland scored for City, and them 4 goals were scored in 10 minutes. Real Madrid now 4-0 up, with Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. scoring for Real, and Luka Modric with 1 assist, Jude Bellingham with 2. International still beating Prague 1-0, just beaten Athletic Club 4-1. Chelsea women have beat Durham 5-0, and Manchester City ladies have beaten Manchester United as a safety car. It looks to be going in. And Arsenal have beaten Brighton 4-0, and West Ham still leading Tottenham 2-1 in the League Cup. So then, on board with MK7H, who still leads them down into turn 1, even though Waldo's got a better restart than he did on the previous safety car. Master Bear gets past Kenny's Ghost for P9. All eyes on this battle between the Racing Cash App of MK7H and Fine Waldo in the Alpine. Exo's not far behind inside, and Gary Buntblade. Interesting battle for P6 as well, between Pasteleo, Pivot, Captain Morgan and Master Bear. We'll go on to MK7H leading Waldo. Exo inside, then Gary Buntblade in P5, 3-second gap then to Pasteleo. Got the Ferrari of Pivot behind. Keep your eyes on this battle. There's a lot of cars queuing up behind the Williams now. Say it's a hard place to pass. Is Hungary. Looks like the Ferrari of Pivot is pushing past the along. Kenny's Ghost gets past. But Stukaboy moves down a few places. Right then, what will we see here? Come on, let's have a decent photo. Pasteleo leads. There's Pivot on the outside. Master Bear's going between the 2. Ooh, there's collision there. Master Bear's past Pivot. And is he going for the move on Pasteleo? Looks a bit frustrated, it does. Master Bear, oh, that's him, up to P6. A little bit of contact with him on Pasteleo. Pivot gets past Pasteleo as well. Captain Morgan has to bide his time to follow his teammate through on Pasteleo. We'll go up to your lead cars with MK7H leading Waldo, Exo inside, and Gary's just dropped out of DRS on the hat of inside. Master Bear is 5 seconds behind Gary Buntblade. It's a nice little battle then. Pasteleo, Captain Morgan, Jelly, Scar, dropped to P11. Scar, what happened there? We missed that one. Coming up to the start finish straight, we have MK7H leading Waldo, leading Exo, leading X inside, and I can't see any changes there. We'll move down to P7, Pivot, Pasteleo, Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan's got past Pivot, past Pasteleo, and Jelly looking for the move on the Williams as well, but it's pushed wide. Gets a better drive, and that's Jelly up to P9, and also Scar side by side with Pasteleo going around turn 3. It's just Scar up to P10, Pasteleo down into P11. Meanwhile, at the front, you've got MK7H with Waldo all over the back of the Cash App Racing Bull. Exo there lurking in P3. Inside lost a little gap then to Exo in P4. Gary Buntblade catching up to back of the Haas. Master Bear's already taken a second out that gap between himself and Gary Buntblade. Coming down into the start finish straight for the 17th time. and MK7H leads the way with Waldo in P2. Is he close enough for the move? Can't see it yourself. No. Neither is Exo inside. And here comes Gary Buntblade on inside. And that's Gary up to P4. Who's getting a better drive. And it looks like it's inside as he come into turn 2. Gary sticks it wide. Inside's on the inside. I think that gets Gary safe in P4. Yeah, it's tucked in behind. Gary does inside. Master Bear up to P6 with pivot. Some way behind. 4 seconds behind with Captain Morgan, no beard. Jelly behind the Mercedes of Captain Morgan. And we've got Scar as well, looking at the back of Ferrari. Past Leo, 3 seconds adrift with Kenny's Ghost. Rodriguez and Stuka Boy on his own in P14, but MK7H with our normal camera angle coming down into turn 12 and the penultimate corner on this lap as we are halfway through the race now. MK7H leads Waldo. We'll go on board with Waldo behind the Cash App Racing Bull. He has now got DRS, and that's Waldo up to P1. Ooh, a bit later on the brakes, MK7H, but Waldo still in front, and he's on the harder tyres. So with P3 with Gary Bluntblade in P4 with inside, not far behind. Master Bears in P6 with pivot. Jelly up the back of his teammate Scar. Now in P9, Captain Morgan in P10, Pasteleo and Kenny's Ghost. 11 and 12, Rodriguez and Stuka Boy closing the gap on Rodriguez. But Fine Waldo, your new leader on lap 18. Looking to increase his lead in the championships. Scar is down in P9. We'll jump on board with Scar, who's chasing the Ferrari of Jelly into the chicane to turn 6 and 7. Jelly's just got past teammate Pivot. So he's put Pivot between himself and Scar. Up to the front then as they're coming around turn 13. On to start lap 19. And it's this time it's Waldo leading MK7H on board with MK7H as we're going down the start finish straight. DRS is catching slowly but surely, but is he close enough for the move? Unfortunately not. Neither is Exo, and we've got Gary Bluntblade inside, not quite close enough on Gary. Master Bear's caught these up. Why hell he has caught them up, as Master Bear. 4 seconds in the last lap and a half. He's caught on inside and Gary Bluntblade, who are having their own battle for P4. Jelly 7 seconds adrift on Master Bear now with Pivot just behind with Scar. On board with Scar now, who's alongside Pivot. And that's a tremendous grip on the McLaren. Lifts into turn 2, sorry. It was turn 4. I've got the map upside down. Pivot then dropped to P9, Captain Morgan. Your top 10. So we're on board with MK7H following the Alpine of Waldo. That lap soon went. Exo though, sticking like glue to the Red Bull on the Alpine. Waldo then leads them on to lap 20. I don't think MK7H is close enough. Neither is Exo. But these three have taken a 4-second lead on Gary, and inside with Master Bear there as well. Gary holds on to P4 for the time being. The Haas of inside and the Mercedes of Master Bear closing in. Here comes Master Bear on the Haas. Thinks better of it. He's used the curb. Catapult him away. But, Master Bear still settles in behind inside. Jelly then leads Scar. And Master Bear having another look at the Haas. Jelly leads Scar into the chicane. With Pivot now 2 seconds adrift. Captain Morgan pushing the Ferrari of Pivot. that's it battle wise. We go up to your leaders again, coming around the penultimate corner of lap 20. Alpine versus Cash App Racing Bull. Exo's dropped a couple of tenths that lap. Will Waldo be close enough for a move? On board with MK7 Itch. And no, he's not close enough for the move. He does break a little bit later and comes within 4/10 of the Alpine as Exo pits. Fresh hards for Exo, 14 laps to go. And Exo drops down to at least P8-9 now. As Pivot also in the pits. He's put fresh hards on as Pivot. Scar up to P6 now. MK7H still looking behind the Alpine of Waldo. And then there's a 6-second gap then now where Exo has gone in the pits to Gary Bluntblade with Master Bear all over the back of the Cash App Racing Bull, having just got past XRT inside on the Haas. 4P4. Master Bear on the move there, the Stupid Boy up to P13 as Pashaleo goes in the pits. Look at Master Bear all over the back. Go on board with Master Bear. He looks to be inside on this corner of Gary. Thinks better about the move. Gary does cut that corner off, but with the aid of DRS, I'm sure Master Bear can put a hole in this gap as Gary goes in the pits. So is that why he's lost time? Gary, his tyres gone off a little bit. Master Bear is up to P3 inside, not close enough to the Mercedes, and then we've got Scar in P6 with Jelly not far behind, and I think there was a move by Jelly on Scar there. Yep, Jelly up to P5 as Exo gets back to P7 with Gary going in the pits. Waldo and Hitch going around turn 5 into the chicane at 6 and 7. Alpine versus Cash App Racing Bull. Timon's got to P12 now with his visit to the pits. That should be his last visit. Well then, will we see your leaders? Your top 6 could all need to visit the pits before the end of this race, but we'll see. But Waldo's not going in, neither is Hitch. And I don't think Hitch is close enough to Waldo now for a move on the start of lap 23. Master Bear has just started. Let's start finish straight as the Haas of inside goes in the pits. What's he putting on? We'll have a look. Right, a set of mediums for XRT inside. MK7 is going to have to come in soon. And Waldo, I don't know how long these hards will last in a 50% race. Somebody on the chat can find out for me. Waldo pulling away from Hitch now, over a second the gap. He's out of DRS. Master Bear 6 seconds behind MK7 Hitch, who could be struggling now on them mediums. MK7 Hitch is going in the pits. Master Bear stays out. Jelly 9 seconds adrift on Master Bear. Going around turn 12, 13. Scar is staying out. Master Bear up to P2 now. Chasing down Waldo. 7 seconds is the gap between the Alpine and the Mercedes of Master Bear. Jelly's up to P3. Scar up to P4. MK7H comes out in P5 with 3 lap-old hards. MK7H, sorry, is on mediums, fresh set of mediums. It's Exo that is on the 3 lap-old hards, coming back in P5. Gary Bluntblade on 2 lap-old mediums in P7. Kenny's goes 16 lap-old hards in P8. XRT inside on fresh mediums is in P9. 3 lap old hards for Pivot in P10, and Lord VK 16 lap old hards are P11. Captain Morgan 2 lap old mediums in P12, and Pasleo up to P13 on 3 lap old mediums, with Stuka Boy dropping to P14 on 10 lap old mediums. Fine Moldo then coming around into the final corner. Is happy with his 16 lap old hard tyres, but Master Bear has taken a second and a half out of Waldo. And things looking good for Master Bear. Jelly then has Scar Company, and there's Exo and MK7 as well, so there's going to be some fun fighting it out for P3, led at the moment by Jelly's. MK7 gets past Exo. Gary Bluntblade with the fastest lap of 1:17.1. In P7 is Gary, Lord K, and inside past Kenny's Ghost and Lord K and Captain Morgan. Going down the start finish straight is Captain Morgan, who leads the Williams on to lap 25. To lead Waldo, 5.4 is the gap on Master Bear, who's got a 10.8 lead on Jelly, with Scar just a car's length behind, with MK7 Exo joining in this battle for P4. Jelly, Scar, MK7 and Exo all in your camera shot there. Stuka Boy with a penalty. So on lap 26 now, Jelly and Scar. Scar on board with him. Not close enough to Jelly. MK7 isn't close enough to Scar, and neither is Exo. Back onto camera angle. Not many battles on track now apart from this one for P3. And Master there is within 5 seconds of Waldo now. MK7 having a look at the back of the McLaren of Scar. The aerial International Paddock helicopter. Scar a little bit later braking than the Ferrari, closes the gap. Exo there in P6, ready to pounce any mistakes. So MK7 having a look at the back of the McLaren. Waldo then still leads, 8 laps to go. 5 seconds is a gap between himself and Master Bear in P2. Right, we're on board with Jelly and Scar. MK7 has taken the inside of the McLaren. On board with MK7 chasing down Jelly. Scar trying to get past. Oh, here comes Exo on Scar as well. Ooh. Wrong button, Michael. But a nice move there from MK7. Picked up DRS on Scar, but took him on that final corner. Seconds of gap now between the Ferrari, who's just in front of the Cash App Racing Bull. We're on board with the MK7 coming into the chicane. MK7 looks a faster car at the moment. So MK7 having a look on the inside of Jelly. Kenny's Ghost picks up a penalty. That team off all hard. Going in the pits is Phil. Now then, Molo on 20 lap old hards. 4-second lead as MK7 gets past Jelly and little bit of contact there with Jelly and Exo. Just a love tap, and inside gets past Scar, who's in the pits. Exo on the inside of Jelly, who's going to get the. And I think Exo's got his nose in front. Yep. And we go Exo into P4, past Jelly, now reverted to P5. MK7 Exo on the cracking race in P3. As Master Bear is within 4 seconds of Waldo. 13 seconds the gap between MK7H and Master Bear. If you look at the map in your bottom right hand corner, cars are scattered all over the track. MK7H is just on the fastest sector 2. On his way to catching up, the leading 2. Master Bear within 4 seconds now of Waldo. MK7H the 1:16.7 on 5 lap old mediums. Scar out on fresh mediums in P11 at the moment. With 6 laps remaining, it's Waldo leading, going around into turn 9. Master Bear 3 seconds adrift. Not much between them now. They'll soon be in the same camera shot. There you go. We've got the Alpine and the Mercedes of Master Bear. MK7H in P3 with Exo in P4, Jelly P5, and Gary just 5 seconds adrift of Jelly in P6. XRT inside in P7 for nearly 5 seconds adrift of Gary Bluntblade pivots. 7 seconds adrift of inside in P8. Kenny's Ghost got P9. Captain Morgan not far behind with Scar on board with these two. Captain Morgan and Mercedes, Scar in the McLaren, and Scar is alongside coming into this corner, and that's P10 for Phil. And now gaps everywhere on the track. This is closest battle at the moment, but Master Bear is catching just 2.3 seconds behind Waldo. And there goes Scar into P9, chasing now the Ferrari pivot in P8. That's it as far as battles go. Kenny's Ghost and Captain Morgan close to Scar, but not close enough. And say Master Bear is certainly closing the gap down to 2 seconds now on Waldo. There they go, just coming around the final corner. 2 seconds between the two. We'll go on board with Master Bear. And Waldo's got quite a lot of battery up his sleeve that he'll use when needed. Master Bear still 2 seconds, and it's 10 seconds then to Hitch in P3. Exo's 2.5 seconds adrift. Jelly 4 seconds adrift. Gary Bluntblade 4 seconds around. There's big gaps apart from Kenny's Ghost and Captain Morgan. We'll stay on board with these two as they come down the start-finish straight for the 31st time. There's Captain Morgan Scar with a 1:15.8 fastest lap. Here comes Captain Morgan, some speed coming out of that Mercedes. Has to stand on his brakes to make turn 1. Scar just 2 seconds behind pivot now in the Ferrari, who's in P8. But back up to your leaders. It's Master Bear, just 1.5 seconds behind Waldo. Master Bear, look at it now, it's just 1.5 seconds. He's not inside DRS, but that battery is going down. What's Waldo doing? Waldo's using his battery as well. It's 1.5 seconds the gap MK7H10 seconds adrift with EXO in P4, 4 laps remaining. Gaps everywhere on track. Pivot is right under pressure now from Scar. Under a second, he'll get DRS on pivot. Is he close enough? I don't think he is. Definitely bridged the gap though. A bit later on the brakes is Phil. Now just 2 tenths behind the Ferrari. He got on the inside. Ding, 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 ding. There goes the gearbox of the McLaren as he passes pivot. And already puts half a second gap between himself and the Ferrari. Back up now to Master Bear, who is all over the back of Waldo. 7 tenths is the gap. Both got a similar amount of battery power underneath them. Waldo keeps Alpine in front, coming down. Ooh, bit of a wiggle then from Waldo. Are these tyres going off? 25 and 24 lap old hard tyres for the front runners. MK7H is within 9 seconds now of these two. I think it might be a bit too late for Itch. But all eyes on these two. The only battle on track with inside a second, apart from with the Williamses has passed Leon Loderique for P12 and 13, but we can't take our eyes off these two coming down into turn 9, 10 and 11. As close as he's been is Master Bear on Waldo. And Jelly picks up a penalty. And he's now 8 seconds adrift of that, so 24 lap old hards for Jelly. MK7H is now within 8 seconds of these leading two. Waldo's finding a little bit more speed on the start finish straight on Master Bear. Stay on board with these two. Loderique still not past his teammate. We'll go down actually to that battle as they come in around turn 8 and 9. Scar pulling the Haas in of XRT inside. Master Bear really putting some pressure on Waldo now to come into turn 12. Kenny's Ghost has just been taken by Captain Morgan as Pivot picks up a penalty. Waldo cutting to the inside, trying to stop the slipstream of the Mercedes. And there's Master Bear going wide. The Alpine of Waldo, oh, they both lose the front end a little bit. But it's Master Bear leads them now on the final lap. A spectacular move on Waldo. Scar gets past inside up to P7. Master Bear then with just 3-4 corners to go. Waldo hasn't let him out of his sights though. It's still on as he comes around the penultimate corner onto the final corner, the yellow flag. And that's the back marker getting out of the way of these two. And it's Master Bear. Looks like he's going to take the win. And yes, he does. Oh, or does he? No, he doesn't. Master Bear's out. Oh, my word. Oh, Master Bear. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. What do you say? Waldo with the win. MK7 is second. Exo gets the podium for third. Jelly is fourth. Gary Bluntblade is fifth. Oh dear. Scar sixth. Inside seventh. Oh, Master Bear. But he will get classified. If that's any sentiment. Wow. Oh my dear. Speechless. Absolutely speechless. Oh, I just don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. But Waldo takes the win, extends his lead in the Drivers' Championships. And even though Scar made up so many places on the grid, I'm going to give my driver of the day to Waldo. Up 2 places, kept his cool. Fortunate to to win, I know, and he'll say that himself. But he went well. Scar deserves a mention, as does MK7 as well. Master Bear had to bring himself through the pack on a couple of occasions, let it all go. He's ended up finishing 12th. Pastel is... Oh, what a shame, Master Bear. Anyway, 1:15.861 was the fastest lap. 1:15.161 for Scar. So, Waldo takes the win. MK7 with a really well done runner-up spot. Exo makes the podium in P3. Then we've got Jelly, Gary Bluntblade, Scar, and wow. Speechless. I'm absolutely speechless over that. Really am. Entertaining, but not for Master Bear. Took the final corner in first and lost control of the Mercedes and ended up in P12. Not taking it away from Waldo. Cracking win and driver of the day in my eyes. And as I said, mentioned for Scar, made up so many places on the grid, and MK7 also drove really well, as did Exo. Great result for Exo. But that's it for round 11 in the managers. Join me tomorrow with SRC's F1 at Monza, and the ERC 100 will be at a track to be arranged tomorrow night. On Friday, we're at UCR Imola, and Saturday, RFL are at Portugal. Sunday, we've got the Masters with the ERC again here at Hungary, and then Tuesday, SRC F2 at Portugal. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the race tonight. I certainly have, as I always do on commentary, but unfortunate for Master Bear. Congratulations to Waldo, MK7 and so on the podium. Anyway, it's good night from me, and I'll see you all tomorrow night at Monza with SRC F1. Thanks for joining me. Good night, and speak to you all soon. Bye.